Hey. As you
Hello.
can see in the by the way, this is Hannah. Hey, everybody. Hannah, you guys know Hannah. I'm so excited she can be with
Hello.
me today. This is so exciting. There's as you can see from the intro that I actually updated this time,
That
unlike
was
last.
amazing.
Oh, thank you. It's even better when I actually upload it. I sometimes make them and then I forget to upload them. And people are like, that was wrong. That was from
That was
last
so that was so, like, morning show
right?
energy. I
That's
loved
what
it.
Oh, thank you. That's what I'm going for. But
Love
yeah, we
it.
got like a ton of stuff today. I couldn't believe how many like authors have done videos for us today for their new releases. And I mean, there's so much going on. But of course, like the most exciting thing is having Hannah with us today. So I am so excited. I am so excited. Let's see who we've got here.
I feel like
Angie.
Hoda
Hey. And what do you have there, by the way, Hannah? I see you have a
matcha
green
latte
matcha latte. I
from the
got
book
up.
place that shall not be named, but
I saw the green
I
tea.
was I was I was desperate this morning, okay?
Me too. I put mine in a mug because I've had it so long. I've been shuffling kids all morning, and I finally went to the place that shall not be named,
Yeah.
and I threw it in a mug, but it's a pistachio latte, and it
Oh,
is
really?
just what I needed.
Nice.
Yeah. Good morning, Shannon. Good morning, Megan. Good morning, Paige. Oh, I'm so glad you got to pop in. So glad. Hey, Dee. Good afternoon. Hannah, check out Dee's scenery. That is the view from her home. Is that not incredible?
Beautiful. Where is that?
Ireland in the countryside. I know. I know. I'm so jealous. I know. That's why I thought you want to see. Good morning, Molly. Good morning, Wyoming. And
One day
silly.
when David retires, we are going on a trip, and one of the 3 countries we're going to is going to be Ireland, and I am but
Ooh,
obviously that's gonna be a while. He's 42.
yeah. It's going to be a couple minutes, but
Yeah,
we can start planning now.
yeah.
So, by the way, silly. This is another thing you probably didn't know, Hannah, and you probably saw the background. I'm trying to figure out just how to work Silly in, but Silly, as you can see in this profile pic, is our now official mascot of the morning show. We didn't even know we needed a mascot until we saw Silly, and then we were like, oh, yes, this is
Everything needs a mascot.
right. So I'm going to take us out again so everybody can see. I've got it as the wallpaper today with some magical things. And I changed the title a little bit, but I'm going to
Oh
take
my
us off for 1
goodness.
second. We're not leaving, but I just want everybody to see what the background is today. And I'm going to figure out other ways to put her in, but this is our a mascot pic.
Amazing.
So there you have it. I
It's
know. The magic of silly.
so cute.
Right. Good morning, Nicole. Oh, I'm so happy that you can join us. Hey, Terry. Okay, so I was just talking to Hannah and I said, okay, because we've got so many things that are exciting that are happening this morning. Do you mind before we jump into all of the Hannah-ness, all of the stuff we want to learn all about Hannah today? I wanted to show a quick video that I made for something really exciting that's going to happen in a week. I just got approached a couple days ago by some fabulous authors. I want you to see it. I just want to make sure I get through all my comments first, real quick. Good morning, Julie. Gotta count guys who read romance too. That is true. Ladies and gents, I love it. I love it. What color is Silly? Silly, how would we describe Silly for Angie? Let's see. Like a gray and white. And he's got an underbite, Angie. So his teeth go up a little bit. And it's precious. He's precious.
So cute.
Yeah. So cute. And remind me, I think he's a Shih Tzu and oh, it's a white dog. What are those called? Wyoming told me. It's a half Shih Tzu, half. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Someone tell me. You guys know. They all know but me.
I'm bad with dog breeds.
It's cute. I
Small
don't
dog
know.
breeds.
And my mom has this dog. Can't think of it. Okay. Well, let me while someone tells me in the comments what silly is to remind me yet again. Let's watch this video that I made, and then we're going to talk a little bit about it. Before Bichon, thank you, Shannon. Bichon Frise. That's
Oh.
exactly it. The magic of silly. We love it. Bichon Frise. Yeah. So there you go, Angie. That is what we have as our mascot. Our adorable silly. Okay, here we go, guys. And then we'll talk a little bit about it. Wait until you see this. I'm so excited. Here we go. What do you think? I'm so excited.
That was awesome.
Thank you so much. So Giovanna Siniskalki approached me. She does this really incredible thing with her Facebook group. And it's called the Wanton Wallflowers. It's linked in my description box. And so beginning this year, they started doing this thing where she writes a story and the people in the Facebook group vote for who the hero is going to be. She gives them multiple choices. And then she writes more of the story. And then at the very end, they decide if she's going to stay, go home or go all the way. And so it's going to be incredible. And she and Nikki Pascarella approached me and they were like, would you be willing to try this out live? Like, how could we do this? How can we make this a thing that we all do together live? And so we decided that next Tuesday, a week from today, and we're going to do it at night so that even more people can join. So it's at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be reading the story. And I said that I would like to share some of the reading with Nikki and Giovanna. I'm not sure if they're going to make me read the whole thing. I said, please don't make me read certain things. So we'll see. I'm a little nervous. But it's going to be really cool. And we're going to be able to vote live about what's going to be happening. And it's medieval for Medieval March, which is why I made like a medieval type video. But I think it's going to be incredible. Giovanna's working on the story right now. And
That is so cool.
Say again?
That is so cool.
Right? But I thought, okay, we're going to make it like a campfire, like a story around the campfire feel. We might even do like some games or activities.
That's going to be so much fun.
Right? So, yeah, but I'm just so excited when they approached me and they were like, let's see how we can do this. Can you figure this out with us? And I was like, I'm so in. I'm so in. So, yeah, I'm really, really.
It's kind of like Romance Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
Kind of. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes. I love it.
Or like, I mean, like kind of like a create your own adventure kind of thing. That's so fun. That's so cool.
Right? I know. I'm really, really excited. So this is going to be a new, I always love trying new things and like new adventures and, and this is definitely like a fun, something new. So I'm really, really excited. Angie. So Angie.
My 3-year-old just walked in holding my cat, one of my cats.
Oh, do we get to see the kid, at least the kitty cat? Anything?
No. Okay, we're not going to dangle him over Hank. He's dangling the cat over the giant dog.
Oh no! See, this is why I'm not getting a cat because that's the kind of thing that would happen.
Well, okay, I don't. Oh, okay. Well, that's one way to put it down.
Cats are resilient. Cats are resilient.
Yeah,
From what I've heard.
What's that, Mama?
So, Angie, the video is a medieval, it's all about a medieval story and that well, I basically kind of explained it already, sorry. But, I don't know if you caught the medieval music, but yes, it's very much a medieval story unfolding. So there you have it. I love what Terry said, Hannah. You remember you mentioned your husband was 42, and she goes, "How shocking what age gap you have with your husband."
I
Such
do.
age gap. I
What's
love
7 years?
that actually is, yeah. Good
Yeah.
morning, Kristen.
And you know what's really funny though? Before we got together, all of his relationships had always been with older women. Yeah, his ex-wife was 7 years older than him.
What?
Yeah.
Wow. That's
So I was the first time
interesting.
he got with, like, someone that was younger, and I was, like, a lot
A
younger.
lot younger.
But I
Wow.
was 27 when we met. He was 35, 34, 34.
Okay. Oh, interesting. I love it. So you
No,
must
I'm
have been so
35.
mature.
Huh?
You must have been so mature.
Well, I don't know about that one.
What a difference though from his ex to you, the age range. Wow.
Yeah, but even since high school, he was always with older, like, in high school, college, military, all those he was always with older women, yeah.
Isn't that funny? That's too
Yeah.
funny. I love it. Bees
No,
becoming an
he learned a thing or two. It's fine. It's a good thing. It's a good thing.
Oh my gosh, you're so cute. That's good. You want that. You want them to learn a thing or two before they get that's helpful. So Elle Bell, I'm not becoming an author. I'm just reading it. I love it. Bee becomes
But
an
you
author.
should.
Yeah, I tell you. Yes, I know, right, Terry? I was actually talking to Terry about this because Terry is like whenever I think of historical romance, she's probably one of the first people I think of.
Yeah, she was a lot.
Right? And I was telling her about this Wanton Wallflowers Facebook group. And like I said, I have it linked in the description box if you guys want to go and check it out. It's really neat. It's really neat. So, and like I said, Giovanna, as we speak, I think, is working on the story, the medieval March story. And we'll get to do it next Tuesday night. And you'll
That is
see
so
me
cool.
typing this plenty between now and next Tuesday. So, really exciting. So, all right, Hannah, can we start talking all about you now? I'm
So I guess
excited.
I got a 3-year-old.
The end.
That's it. That's all I had to say.
What made you want to be a booktuber?
You know, when I started reading a lot when I was pregnant with Noah.
Get out.
Yeah, that's when I started really reading a lot again as an adult. A little bit before that, like on and off, but like really like watching BookTube too. I discovered BookTube and that's a lot of what I did while I was pregnant was watching BookTube and stuff like that. And then I think that I just wanted to eventually I just felt like I wanted to join the community. I was part of some discords. I was becoming friends with people and I just wanted to start like being more a part of the community and also feeling like I had a community because I had these little kids. I had a baby and a toddler and I was just trying to figure out my way. I was going to be, home for a good long while. Um until the kids go to school at least. And I just wanted to have friends and like be a part of a community, you know what I'm saying? So I started my YouTube and I remember the first video I did actually was in here when my bookshelves, I had those black bookshelves. I had one on that wall and one on that wall. And I just sat down on the floor and filmed. And I think I even did it without makeup on or anything because I didn't want any expectations from my channel. I still a lot of times film without makeup on, but like I didn't want expectations, like for me to look a certain way or act a certain way. So I just said like I'm gonna make the kind of videos I want to make, and that's about it. Like I didn't go into it thinking like anything more than I just want more things to talk about with friends and more friends, basically. Yeah.
Yeah. I love it. Oh my gosh, Becky's here. Hey. I love it. So how long then have you had a channel about?
That will be, it was around, I think it was summertime, around June-ish. So this coming June or July, will be 3 years.
I thought
Yeah.
so. You and me, we started at
Yeah,
the same time. I
I
love
think
it. Oh,
so.
fun.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so fun. Yeah, I
And I've
started.
had times where I took breaks, you know what I mean? So, but other than that, other than some of the breaks, yeah. That's when it originally started, yeah.
Neat. Oh my gosh, neat. So what do you do on your channel? Vlogs, wrap-ups, what do you do?
So right now, I mostly do sit down videos. I mean, I do exclusively now sit down videos. I've done vlogs on my channel in the past, but the algorithm does not like that. It does not like me to do those. So I don't know why. This happened to Jess too from Peace Love Books. Like we've talked about it. Like we don't understand why the algorithm hates our vlogs. Like it does not like us to do vlogs.
That is so interesting that you say that.
Yeah.
I was just
So, but I like vlogs. So I do them on my Patreon. So I do 2 vlogs a month on my Patreon for the red wine tier, and then I do additional 4 vlogs a year for all paid tiers. So that's where I do my
Oh.
vlogs. But
Oh,
on
that's
my regular channel, I do sit down videos, and I
Mhm.
talk about primarily like speculative romance. I'll say because it's oh, thank you.
I love
Um,
it, Kristen.
my
What if you did that way, Mama?
do you see him bouncing in the background?
Did he get a matcha latte as well?
You would think, but no, he got a breakfast sandwich. Uh, but I talk about speculative romance, so like fantasy, paranormal, alien, a lot of why choose in the speculative genre, and then um I also talk more about dark romance too, more especially recently. I'm trying to like what they call niche down, where you kind of
Yes.
like, but I also read other things. You don't hear much about them unless it's on my vlogs on Patreon or on Shh.
Love opportunity with toddlers around. I'm so with you there, Hannah. That's why I'm doing this right now. Because if my 5-year-old were not in school, she would. Okay, she's left. Okay, that's fine. I told you guys about one time I was doing a presentation for a YouTube group, and I had everything for my then 4-year-old right there. Just exactly. I had her mac and cheese. I had the bowl that she loved, the spoon that she loved. I had her favorite show. I had her favorite blanket. It was in her favorite spot on the couch. I had her favorite cup with ice in her water because she likes ice water. And I said, just don't talk to mommy for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, something like that. And the minute I started presenting to this YouTube group, she comes in and goes, you know what I want? Popcorn. And I was like, no.
Oh gosh, I had to put my yoga mat away. He was insistent.
I had to put my yoga mat away too, because I don't do yoga. That's why. But
I don't really either. It just sits there in the corner now. But
oh
hopefully,
my,
I,
oh my.
I don't know. I fed him. I gave him Dino Ranch. I don't know what to say.
Oh, there you go.
Um,
Look, we've got somebody has a 3-year-old as well. She gets it.
yeah.
I want to hear about these tea time and garden vlogs. I want to hear about these. Or are these your
Um, um,
or not?
no,
Kristen,
I do have some
talk about
vlogs where I like there's like garden involved. Those are like, ooh, like you have to go back on my channel. You got to search in the back. Like I know I had a fall video too where I showed some of the harvesting I was doing and stuff because I do garden. But
I love what Becky said. She goes, I like watching vlogs when I'm working. I don't have to eyeball it, but I can still listen to what's going on. You know, it's so funny. I was talking to Jen of the Book Refuge the other day, and she was talking about how her vlogs do really well, or that YouTube in general, because they realize that people are starting to watch YouTube more and more on their televisions, that they're looking for longer content, longer form content. And if you're not doing vlogs, I think like, what else are you gonna do that's that long? I guess like a book haul.
Right. And that's why I'm like, I don't know why it hates me. I think it's just like it's not used to me doing it, so even though it's looking for it, so yeah, I mean,
Maybe that's what it is.
I
Yeah.
don't know. But you know what? Like I like to be honest, like I like doing the shorter sit down kind of videos on my channel anyway. Like I've got, my little kids and stuff like that and a lot of stuff, and I don't know, like I guess I also feel safer to only for me personally to only do vlogs like for patrons, like people I know that like support me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Absolutely.
So, yeah. But I do read other genres and things like that, especially I used to, but like recently I'm mostly reading fantasy romance and dark romance, but when I do read other genres, if I pick up like a thriller or fantasy or whatever it is, those will come up on wrap-ups when I do those, and also sometimes like Patreon content. So for my channel, it's all speculative romance and dark romance right now.
What does speculative romance exactly mean? I don't know.
So I use that to like fantasy, paranormal, alien, anything that's not like regular people. Monsters. Like if you look at speculative, like so speculative in general encompasses like fantasy, certain horror books, for example, that are like supernatural in some way. So anything that's just not normal. How do you say that? Like not normal people.
like
Anything that could be
human,
speculative,
not
anything that could
just
be not real, anything that could be supernatural, paranormal, fantasy,
okay. Neat. Okay. I
Yeah.
get it. All right, you've explained it. I get it. Terry says, "Oh, I remember the time when I had a child, a small one, but I was such a wreck. It was the hardest time of my life. Now he's almost 16, and it's other challenges that we are."
Oh, I bet.
My cat child loves doing yoga with me. I fling the mat out, and she comes running. Such a weirdo, little health fanatic.
Oh my god, that's funny.
That's so cute. That's why I leave the knocks and all the noises in my video, or it'd be cut like crazy. Oh, sure. Sure, Kristen. Shannon says, I watch a lot of LawTube too, following trials and whatnot, and it's great for longer content I can have on while doing other things. Oh, that's so neat. I never thought of LawTube, but I'm sure that's out there. That's so neat. Becky says, I don't love doing vlogs because I think my life is so boring and I don't like just doing book updates. I like to add lifestyle stuff, but that's hard when you've never leave the house.
We had an accident, so I'll be right back. Sorry, we're potty.
Oh, they're potty training. Those times, those are tricky. I tell you, you know what we're going to do? I love that we're just kind of flowing. I love that we're in Hannah's world and we're not mad about it. What I'm going to do is, oh wait, I just saw another comment. Nicole says, it's a tough job to have littles. I only have one clean room in my house at any given time. It's true, Nicole. You have to choose. Like you can't have a clean house and have everything going smoothly in it. It's just not possible. That's what I've learned. The rest is destroyed. Oh, I know. It's true. It absolutely is true. Okay, I'm going to put this banner up for a moment. And you know what we're going to do? I actually have a little, I know you may have seen earlier in my little intro my intro, that we're going to do a little history lesson with author Arden Conroy. She left us a video. I'm really excited. And I'm going to show you something else from her right after we get to see her little history lesson. And then at that point, maybe Hannah will be back. We shall see. You have clean rooms. Sort of. You know what? I'll tell you this, Kitty 01342. You want to know something? Our dogs dig like mad in the backyard. They're also nuts. They just run and run and run. Oh, you're back. I was just telling about how we just put mulch down in our backyard, just covering almost the whole thing because they keep digging up our grass. And now we're like, yay, no more mud, but they just bring mulch in. So now there's mulch everywhere, and it's not my favorite, but you know what, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Or the time in our lives where we'll look back and laugh and go, oh, remember when there was mulch everywhere?
I mean, for me, there's mulch everywhere because I live in the woods, but
Well, there you
Oh,
go.
it looks like Hank finished up my egg bite. That's cute.
Oh no! Oh no! You poor thing.
Mm.
Becky says, "What keeps me from getting another puppy? I do not want to go through the potty training again." Yeah, it's rough. It's rough.
I'm
Whoa,
excited because Noah's almost done. Like he's just started. Like that's the first accident he's had in like a couple days. But like I'm excited for that. And then also hopefully he'll be in preschool next year while Jonah's in kindergarten. So I might like
oh my goodness.
it might make it so much easier in terms of like YouTube, like work, like that kind of thing. Because
Yeah.
right now, obviously, it's a little bit hard because I still have Noah all day. But we have to wait because North Carolina, it's income based, whether or not you get into preschool. Yeah.
Oh.
And then, so it'll hopefully either Head Start or North Carolina, like public schools, will take him for preschool, but
Okay.
we'll see.
Did it.
I love it. Dee's commenting his little voice in the back. So cute.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Hi.
Oh, no, please. You know what? We get it. And it's morning. This is
Hi.
all many of us. Hi. Hello.
Like in my movie.
Okay. You're watching a movie too?
Yeah.
What are they doing on Dino Ranch?
Ooh,
What's
Dino Ranch. We love Dino Ranch.
what is
He loves Dino Ranch. Anything with dinosaurs?
and a dino
Oh my, yeah,
Ranch.
absolutely. The long content Terry likes to watch is costume. Is that like cosplay?
And
Oh yeah, because you know she makes those like period piece
Oh, yes.
those period piece outfits with like the bustles and stuff. Like Terry makes all of that. She shows it sometimes on the Hideaway Discord.
Oh yeah, costumes. Yes. That makes sense. I love what Dee says. His little voice in the background is so cute. It brings back happy memories for me. Oh. Historical costuming. That makes way more sense, Terry. I don't know why I even thought cosplay. I know you and I know what you would prefer. Like Bernadette Banner. Yes, she's amazing. I love watching her videos.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah. Abby Cox, Morgan Donner, Nicole Rudolph. Neat. How fun.
Sometimes I get in the mood to watch like long like junk journaling videos. I'll watch those.
Oh, fun.
That kind of stuff. Mostly what I watch is BookTube. Like I'll watch long vlogs on BookTube. Like Olivia Reads a Latte, she does like really, really long vlogs, which is like awesome. Like back on the books, she does really long vlogs.
I'm gonna have to check that out. I was trying to think. Another one that people have been encouraging me. I really don't even know what this would look like. If you want to mention in the comments, you can. But people have been encouraging me to do diamond painting. And I don't know if I need to like talk about things while I do diamond painting, but Lee of like Jaylee Lee, she's one of our gals, and she sent me something. She's been trying to get me to do this for a very long time. And she sent me a link to something that says like "Welcome Queen Bees," and it's a diamond painting kit. It's so cute, and I was like, "All right, you got me. You got me with the Welcome Queen Bees. I'm gonna buy it, and it hasn't come yet, but now I'm like." I even asked, I'm like, wait, what do I do now? What do I do?
I've never done those because I'm scared of between the 3 cats, the dog, and the toddlers. I'm kind of scared. Like I don't have a spot in my house where I can. At the moment, I don't think. That's why like we have puzzles, but we never do them. Because like for the same reason. So
yeah. Christina says, I've been trying to limit my screen time on YouTube, but it's hard, right? Diamond painting sounds complicated. It does.
I think it's like paint by numbers, but with like little gemstones. You just put them in the spots.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. Noelle from Costuming Drama said that her videos are angry. Viewers, makes more sense, are angry when her videos are shorter than 45 minutes. Stop. Jen of the Book Refuge was saying something similar, like her videos do better when they're over an hour. And I was thinking, like, what would I even? I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, Wyoming.
I don't know why. Like, I feel weird about doing vlogs that, like, and plus, like I said, they don't do well. But like, maybe I should start trying again. But like, I kind of made a rule for myself that I wasn't going to do any more vlogs because they don't do well on my channel. I'm like,
Mm.
should I break the rule? I don't know. But then they also say like, oh, YouTube really likes the shorter content now, like in terms of shorts and stuff like that.
I They've changed
So
all the shorts. Shorts have changed so dramatically since they've said now you can do 3-minute shorts. And so it's just, I don't even understand how the algorithm works for that anymore. It's changed so dramatically. So,
yeah,
and yeah, now they're pushing, as far as I have learned recently, they're pushing longer content. But it's funny, my channel members, talking about members, my channel members, I let them vote for about 4 videos for the spring that I'm going to do, and 2 of those are vlogs. And one is letting my husband choose a book for me, which is going to be all kinds of interesting because the things that he thinks I read are way spicier and way different than the things I actually read.
right.
And so I'm like, half the time, I'm like, what do you think I do? Like, it's just anyway. So we'll see. I'm really curious to see what he's going to do. So I'm going to do a vlog about that. And then the other vlog they wanted, or the other video they wanted to see, which was also a vlog, is reading one of the books I have that's a 1-star, that got like a 1-star, or no, the lowest rated book
Right.
on
On
Goodreads.
Goodreads.
So I'm curious to see how that'll go too, but I think it'll be fun.
Those are
So
those so that's 2 different videos that you're doing?
yes, those will be 2 different
Those are gonna
vlogs.
be
Yeah.
awesome.
But I was like, okay, we'll see what happens. All right. Terry says, because you can do mindless chores and listen to something in the background. Yeah. So long ones are good for that. My videos are at max 15 minutes. So far, my nostalgic book haul has gotten the most views. Interesting.
Book hauls
It's
too
like
well.
make up your mind. I know, make up your mind, YouTube. YouTube is always in flux. I guess that's technology. You have to really
Yeah,
pay.
and it's definitely hard for creators to kind of work around that, and it's kind of also like Terry said, like, do what works for you and your viewers, and, like, yeah, and that is, like, kind of what I've aimed to do recently, is just stick to my not brand, but, like, my I guess that's the correct term, but I'm not a brand. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what's my
Yeah.
normal
Yeah. Well, that's
niche,
on
brand,
brand. People
whatever,
say that all the time. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, absolutely.
but and so but you have to find a balance, right? Between sticking to that and also innovating and moving forward with what YouTube it's hard.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tricky. It's a balance for
Mhm.
sure. You have to do what works for you, Hannah, and what
Yeah.
your viewers like. Good
And
advice,
that's
Terry.
right now what I'm doing is just I'm doing my vlogs on Patreon,
Yeah.
and it's,
Yeah.
the easy it's
You should throw one of your vlogs up and just see what happens, you know? Just or not. Or if you don't want to, never mind. But if
no,
you would,
I was thinking about doing that. Well, it's the thing is too with my vlogs, like, on Patreon too, like, I feel like they're so like, I edit them, like, I do edit them, but they're very, like, raw. Like, I'm not doing a long intro, I'm not doing it's just, like, me and, like, my thoughts and updates and things like that, and
yeah.
I do some lifestyle content, but really not much. It's mostly, like, what old school reading vlogs were, which were, like, reading updates, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm,
With,
mhm.
like, yeah, a little bit of B-roll, but, you know, I don't do a lot of the lifestyle content stuff, um, and I think that too, part of those really long vlogs is doing a lot of lifestyle content, right? Or no?
I've seen both. That's the thing, I've seen both. I mean, some people, when they do it, they literally there's no B-roll, there's no music, it's just them saying, "Okay, I'm gonna come back in a minute," and then maybe it's the following day, or, like, they're in a different location, or
Yeah.
they're in a different outfit, but they're just telling you how much they've read in between, and
That's kind of like Rachel, Raven-haired reader. Hers are
Mhm.
very much reading
Yeah. Yeah.
vlogs, like, not much life. There's not really she might have, like, 1 or 2 B-rolls in there, but that's about it. But also, I feel
Mhm.
like her vlogs are not super long.
Yeah. Sarah, the bookish knitter, she and I were talking about this too, because that's what she does essentially. Like most of the time when you look at her channel, and her fan base is incredible. Like she and her community, I mean, they're amazing. They're amazing. But she does one every single day, and people really enjoy it. And they're usually anywhere from like 8 minutes to maybe 20 minutes, I think. But they watch every single day, and it's primarily like crafts that she's doing and books that she's reading. And she's got that great personality too. You know,
Ho
I
I'm
enjoy
sorry,
it.
hold on.
It's so funny. I'll sometimes be talking to her and I'm like, "Did we talk about this or was this from when I was watching your vlog?" Like, I can't even tell the difference,
Right.
you
Well,
know?
another thing about posting regularly is that you do create that connection more with your
Yeah.
viewers, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Absolutely.
Um,
Like, part of the routine, like, for me with Sarah, absolutely. I'm like, it's just one of my things I love to do is check in and like, "What's she doing today? What's she reading?" I guess it was technically the day before, but
right.
I Terry, let me guess, your husband will choose a smoothie book. He better not choose a smoothie book.
What's
He
a
does
smoothie
have
book?
he has books about smoothies. The reason Terry says that is because when my husband was home a lot last year, every time I went to film, he decided to make a smoothie, and it takes him like an hour. I mean, it's not that long, but it feels like it to just make a smoothie. And so many of my videos have smoothie sounds in them because otherwise I'd have to wait forever. And every time I would think he'd be done, he would always do it again. I'm like, how long does this take to make
Well,
this
I make
smoothie?
a smoothie at least 4 times a week,
How
and
long does it take
I
you to make
huh?
How long does it take to make it, Hannah? Curiosity.
Um, maybe, like, 4 minutes?
4 minutes. That sounds good. Yeah. I'm gonna have you talk to my husband.
Like, I have a routine, right? Like, I have 3 different smoothies I make, and that's it, and they
Mhm.
all are just I use the same like, our family uses the same yogurt for everything. Well, the same 2
Yeah.
yogurts. They're the Stonyfield brand, and
Ooh.
it's probiotic, and so it's either whole milk plain or whole milk vanilla, which my kids call flour yogurt because it's got a picture of a vanilla flower on it. So they call it flour
Oh.
yogurt, and then whenever I give them whole when we do whole milk yogurt, we'll put, like, some, like, preserves in it or some maple syrup or some, like, honey. And
I'm gonna
if we
come to
do
your
vanilla, it's
house.
just vanilla, but we sometimes we give them whole without anything in it, and they're like, "We want flour yogurt." I'm like, "It's not flour yogurt."
Oh.
But anyway, but I will do a little bit of yogurt, and then I will do, almond milk, and that's, like, the base for all of them, and then it's just and then protein powder. And then I'll either do peaches or I'll do Food Lion has this protein blueberry mix for a smoothie mix, and it's got, like, oat it's, like, protein, oat,
Ooh.
blueberry it tastes like blueberry cobbler. So I'll do that, it's like a pre-made mix, I just put it in it's really good.
Oh
Um,
my goodness.
but when I do that, I don't use yogurt. So there's that one, and then there's the peach one that I use peaches, and then I make this peach cobbler jam. So it's also like a peach cobbler smoothie,
This is
and
a vlog right here, Hannah. This
no.
is a vlog.
And then sometimes I'll just do, like, mixed berry or something like that, but either way, it's just yogurt, almond milk, protein, berries, and then sometimes I'll add either agave or maple syrup or honey, but the point is it's the same it's just, like, 5 ingredients, and you just dump it and blend it, and it's a good way to like, the boys love it, it's healthy, protein, and it's difficult to get me to eat in the morning.
Oh,
Smoothies are one of the
yeah.
few things I can do because I will, like, gag if you try to eat me first thing in the morning, like, I gag, like, I don't no, don't
Not
ew,
ready. Not ready.
no. Um, and I don't like buying smoothies places because most places have banana in them, and I can't stand banana. I can't even stand the smell of them.
I'm not a big banana person personally, but the other day my husband was the kids were all asleep and he's in the kitchen making a smoothie. It's the loudest smoothie I've ever heard in my life. And I was like, "What are you doing? That you're going to wake up all the kids and please stop. You're going to hurt your ears. Like this is too loud." He goes, "Well, I did put an entire frozen banana in there." I'm like, "Okay, that's not working. It's not working." Like please stop. Please stop. Anyway, I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm gonna jump around. Let's see. We have more smoothie comments. The smoothie bloopers. I know, Christina, right?
Oh my goodness.
Smoothies are an Inside for Bees channel now. I know. I know. It's an inside joke. It is. It's true. I swear he'd sip it and be like, "It needs more berries," and then add more and hit the button. I know. You know what? That's probably what he's doing. He's got to have
Maybe.
it just right, B. That's the problem. I know. He's some smoothie perfectionist or something. Oh, Julie, look at her being all on topic. I've increased my historical
Nice.
romance recently. Good job, Julie. I am very proud of you, and thank you for
I read a lot last year, and I've read, like, none this year. Um, but I have a whole collection. I like to read them. It's just I have to be in the right mood, and I have not this year yet. I think I read, like, at least 15 or 20 of them last year, though.
Yeah, I've been reading a lot, and I've been enjoying most of
Yeah.
them.
But that's also, like, your thing too, like, you
Yeah.
read that in, like, contemporary, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
and then, like, Ice Planet.
Oh, yes. That's right.
Aliens.
Yeah, you basically nailed it.
Some
Yeah, you
some
did.
alien spice kinda sprinkled in there.
That's right. Yeah, I don't know why, but it works for me. It's the
I
cinnamon.
love IPB, like, it's a comfort read for me.
It is. Me too. Me too.
So you've read way more than me, like, I'm behind. I'm only on I think I'm on 11 or 12. I've been
Oh.
putting off this one because I really don't like the dude, and I'm not really looking forward to it.
Oh, no. Well, maybe you could skip it?
It's the dude that, he was, like, crappy with what's her face. Was it Clara?
Claire? Oh, Beck. You're talking about Beck.
Yeah, and this is his, and, like, I think he does some
Barbarian's Redemption.
yeah, it's that one. I've been putting it off because I don't like Beck.
You will feel better if I actually think you'd really like it.
Really?
Because I had the same feelings, and then it was good. See, Christina even knows. Is it Beck? We
Okay,
all know.
yeah.
People who don't do alien romance are like, "What? What are we talking about?"
Especially in
Um,
the holiday one, like, I get it, like, because I read the holiday one where you can see, like, he kind of apologized to her and stuff.
yeah,
I can't
yeah.
remember which one that what it was the second holiday one, the one with, what's her
Yes.
name, who was, like, really difficult. What was her name? It
Liz?
was her story. Huh?
No. Well, no, Liz?
The one that was, like, really difficult and, like, but it's because her and her dude were, like
Maddie.
no.
No?
The one that was, like, it's the second time the, No Poison Day happened.
Okay. But she's difficult?
Yeah, like, she's mean to everyone.
Ice Planet Holiday with Claire. Who's mean to everyone? I can't think. Well, there's
She
Maddie.
was no, she is one of
Yeah.
the, like, actual, like, blue people.
Oh,
But it's
yes.
because of the trauma that she went through.
Right. And
What's her
now
name? Was it Asha? Yeah, her story. Remember, like, in her story, they had the Christmas or the not Christmas,
Yes.
No Poison Day, and that was the one too that Beck apologized to Clara or Claire.
Mhm. Yeah.
So, like, I know, like, he's, like the redemption has started. He apologized. He knows what he did wrong, but, like, I still
I'm just thinking about everybody who's in the comments right now who does not read alien romance. I'm so sorry. How about this? Hannah, who are your favorite authors? Do tell us.
favorite authors. Okay. My new current obsession
Yes.
is Jasmine Mass. I'm
Okay.
obsessed with Jasmine Mass.
Is
I'm
it spelled like Sarah J. Maas?
It's
M-A-A-S?
MAS.
Oh, M-A-S. Oh, okay. All right, tell us about
She
Jasmine Maas.
came out I have not read her, like, traditionally published release that came out, um, like, a few months ago, Blood of Hercules. That was on the top Goodreads romantasy list. I have
Really?
not read that one. Yeah, it's a White Shoes, and it's, like, a gender bent Hercules.
Interesting.
But I have not read yet that one, and I know everyone loves that, but I'm reading a different series, and I'm trying to finish that one first, so I'm on the 6th book. So I started and I read the first book from this series maybe in, like, November or December, and I've, like, been binging it. So I read Psycho Shifters. That is the first book in the series, and it is, like, a why choose, like, shifter romance. It's like a bully romance, like a dark bully, white shoes, shifter romance. And um it's 3 trilogies. So the
3
first
trilogies.
or
Wow.
2 I'm sorry, 2 trilogies. 2
Ugh.
trilogies. And the first one follows one group and then but the plot follows the whole 6 books. I'm doing a horrible job explaining this. Okay.
No,
And
no.
so right now I'm reading the second group, which is book 4, 5, and 6.
Okay.
And the heroines from each trilogy are best friends,
Oh.
but, it's really dark. The humor is amazing, very, like, sarcastic, self-deprecating, like, very much, like hating on men because they are so freaking toxic in this book. Like,
Oh, no.
yeah, like, but it's hilarious, you know what I'm saying? But, like,
Yes.
very dark. They're bullies. They're like, yeah, it's really good. So it's Psycho Shifters, then Psycho Fae, and then Psycho Beasts. That's the first trilogy. And then the second trilogy is Psycho Academy, Psycho Devils, and Psycho Gods.
Wow.
And I'm pretty sure this is a
So intense.
prequel like series to Blood of Hercules. Like I know they are connected, so that's why I'm trying to finish. So I've been slumping until I started restarting this series again. So this last week I started and I read book 4 and then I immediately picked up book 5 and finished that.
Oh,
It's like
wow.
700 pages. I read it in like 2 days.
Oh,
And
wow.
I
It must
just
be
started
really.
book 6 last night. So I'm reading that one and then I can read Blood of Hercules.
Sounds
I'm so
intense.
excited to pick it up because everyone keeps telling me I need to read Blood of Hercules. Jess and April have both been on me about it. And I'm like, I get it. I really want to, but I have to finish
Yeah.
series first because I
Sure.
know they're interconnected. And like, okay, if I hadn't read any of them, I could start with Blood of Hercules, but I have. So now I'm like, I might as well finish and then get to see the connections and get to see, everything.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and I have a feeling too, like where things are going. Like I think it's gonna end up being very kind of prequel-y. I'm excited. I'm excited. Anyway, so I'm obsessed with Jasmine Mass.
Yeah.
Um, and then I also love Sarah A. Parker, and she writes fantasy romance.
Oh.
And so she wrote When the Moon Hatched. That's what a lot of people know her for. But she also wrote To Bleed a Crystal Bloom and that series. So that one is going to be a 6-book series, and there's 3 books out so far. But I've given
Mm.
every single one of her books 5 stars.
Oh, wow. And her name,
Mhm.
what's her name one more time?
Sarah A. Parker.
Sarah A. Parker. And you said everyone has been 5 stars for you. That's really
Mhm.
cool.
Now
That's really.
she has a very distinct writing style some people don't like because it's very flowery. Um,
Oh.
so some people love it, some people hate it. I really like it, but it's very, very flowery. Also, Raven Kennedy, who is a little bit flowery as well. I love Raven Kennedy, but I've only read 1 series from her. And that was the Hidden Prisoner series,
Mm.
which I just finished. But Raven Kennedy, I love her. I want to read her Why Choose series, the Cupidity series. It's like about like Cupid, I think.
Oh,
It's like a
that's
why choose it.
cute.
Yeah.
How fun.
Um, so yeah, Raven Kennedy, Sarah A. Parker, Jasmine Mass, like those are definitely 3 of my favorites.
Neat. Okay.
I
Well,
would
how
say
about.
that oh, God.
Oh, sorry, no, what? Oh, no, no. Well, okay, and
I was gonna say, also,
sorry,
if you're
sorry.
gonna say like darker romance, like my favorite mafia romance author is probably Mila Finelli, who's like
Oh,
Joanna Shoot.
yes.
Mhm.
Oh, isn't that neat?
Yeah.
Oh, that's very cool. I love that.
But then I've only read one of her historical romances and I gave it 3 stars, like I wasn't a fan.
So clearly you like one type of thing she likes more than another. Or
But
maybe that's part of the.
I think that was the hero though. Like I did not like the hero in
Oh,
that one.
okay.
It was I can't think of the name of it.
It's okay, you don't have.
I can't think
How about this? How about this? TBR or mood reader? And I already know I think what you're gonna say because
Yeah.
we talked about why you
I'm a
don't
mood
TBR.
reader who loves to make TBRs. One of my favorite things to do is to make a TBR and then fully ignore it.
Oh my gosh, you're just such a hoot. How many books do you tend to read at a time, would you
Between
say?
1 and 5.
Wow. Now what causes the difference there? Because that's a pretty wide
Mood.
range.
When I can't figure out when I'm feeling very ADHD and I can't figure out my mood, um, and,
Oh.
like, one day I'm in a, like but I, like, still wanna read the book, but I happen to be now in a different mood the next day or, like, the next hour. Sometimes it's by hour, or sometimes I feel like I can read more if I'm reading 2 books at a time and going in between the 2.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love this. I don't think I could pick a favorite author. I enjoy so many. Truly. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. That's why I stump the booktubers with these questions.
See, though I just I feel like I just had to answer a similar question like in a tag video, so I was kind of ready.
Oh, that's too funny.
Yeah.
So you had a little bit in your mind then.
Yeah.
Kindle audiobooks or physical books?
Mostly Kindle. I audiobooks, like, yes, but not all the time. Like right now I'm not reading an audiobook. Sometimes I'm in much more of an audio mood, and you'll know like the months that I'm in an audio mood because I'll read like 25 books that month or something like but when I'm mostly reading physically, I only probably read like 10 to 14, maybe like in that range a month if I'm not slumping.
Mm.
So it depends, but my most of my reading is done on my Kindle, which is sometimes my phone and sometimes my actual Kindle.
Oh, sure, sure. That's happened to me too. If I'm out and about, I'm like, oh, I could do a little reading, but I didn't bring my Kindle. Wait, I could do it on my phone.
Right. Yeah.
That's always helpful. I feel like I've seen too on your Instagram, you were talking about how, and I think you did some really funny shorts or whatever you want, reels about
Well,
how you can read so much faster on your Kindle than like a
yeah,
physical book.
yeah.
That's so funny. I love that. I love,
Yeah, I feel like I read so much faster when I'm reading on my
like,
phone or my Kindle.
isn't that
Toot,
funny?
toot, 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 toot.
Mhm. I love that I've got sorry, there's so many comments. I don't wanna leave anybody out. Christina asked a great question. What is why choose? And I think, everybody is kind of answering that already. More than one guy, girl together, so many partners. An example, if you have more than one lover, why choose just one?
So so with a group, it can so when it who where was it? Someone said
Oh.
many partners. So that can actually be poly. Um,
Oh.
so but a lot of white shoes or reverse harem is where there is one heroine, one FMC, and then a bunch of guys. Anywhere from 2 to, I don't know, however many guys, I guess, that you can imagine. But, like, sometimes it's polyamorous, where some of the guys are together or all the guys are together, like, also, or but
Oh,
sometimes all of the guys are just in their relationships with the girl, and
I see. Okay,
they're
gotcha,
not having
gotcha.
relationships with
Like,
each
she
other.
just got more than one boyfriend, essentially.
Yeah, so a white shoes reverse harem can be a poly romance, but is not always a poly romance. So like there are some authors that like tend to make theirs poly, and others like Mary Mystery, her books more often than not are not poly, but I know of at least one series that she's written that was poly. Her Vampire
Okay.
Shifter series was poly, but the other ones I think are not. Um yeah.
Okay.
Maybe the Fae one is. I can't remember. But anyway, yeah. So generally, if you read about the book in the description at the bottom, it will say in the notes about it where it says like whether it's a series or things like that. You know that little part at the bottom of the description that's kind of more in bold or italics, where it says this book is a blah 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 blah. Oftentimes, it will tell you whether it's strictly white shoes or if it's poly.
Oh,
And
okay.
they'll say something like this involves sword crossing or something like that. Like, I don't know. It just you just gotta read it.
Okay. I love that we're sort of combining this conversation with how many books do you read? Why choose? There you go. That's yeah, it's so funny. I love this too. Terry says, Hannah, you should start calling them POP, pile of possibilities, as opposed to putting something on a TBR. Putting something on a TBR, it's almost 100% ending, as I will not be reading it at all.
That's so funny.
I love it. I love it. Um, oh wait. Let's see. If you're going to make me choose favorite authors, you have to at least give me a specific genre. Oh, smart, Shannon.
Yeah.
I love that. Yes, I've seen Blood of Hercules in stores and on videos.
Yeah,
There
if you
you
like
go.
dark or bully white shoes romances, then definitely uh, check out Jasmine Mass. I've not read
Oh,
Blood of Hercules, but I highly recommend the Psycho Shifters series. I mean, it's not going to be for everyone, but
sure.
I'm fully obsessed. Like I gave the first book 4 stars, I gave book 2 5 stars, I gave book 3 6 stars, and I gave books 4 and 5 5 stars.
Wow. Oh, very good. Molly says, I'm reading Guild right now by Raven Kennedy. I'm not really liking it yet. It's dark.
Yes, so the first book is definitely one of the darkest in that series, and it's also reads as a prequel. So generally, it's most people's least favorite in the whole series because it does. You don't even meet the hero until the very end, and it's more like getting to know like Orin, so that you can see her character growth throughout the series, and get to see like some of what's happened to her. Even though there's flashbacks throughout the whole series, um, it definitely is a prequel, I would say.
Neat. Angie says, I cannot do Why Choose or Polly. It's too complicated for me. I can imagine. I totally get that.
In
Nicole
real
says,
life, definitely.
oh, heavens. Yeah.
So, I mean, so for some people now, but yeah.
Right. Nicole says, I'm a mood reader too. I picked all the books I want to read in January. I put them on a special shelf, about 5 books per month. I pull from this shelf throughout the year as priority.
Awesome.
Oh, I love that, Nicole. I also had my kids pick books from my library and wrap them up for Christmas. So every month I read a book my kiddo picked out shopping my home shelves. It's a fun surprise.
Oh, how fun.
I love that idea.
That is
I
so cute.
love
That is
I
such a cute
love it.
idea.
I know, so fun.
Because I've seen different booktubers do the like wrapping books and then reading their TBR that way by unwrapping them. And it's very much like that, except for like
Yeah.
you really don't know what's in each one, you know.
Especially by like,
And your kids
months
get to be
away.
involved, which is very fun.
Yeah, that's super fun. Kaylani, I remember Kaylani of Kaylani Simply Me did something like that. And every book she unwrapped, she was like, oh no.
And this is why I don't do that.
I felt so badly for her because the video started so well and then she was so disappointed.
And that would happen to me.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Well, the only big vlog theme right now that I'm very interested in like jumping on the bandwagon
The bandwagon
is
when they're boring books, the bandwagon.
the bandwagon is the whole like continuing series I'm in the middle of, which is literally like my goal for the year anyway. So I thought about doing that for Patreon, but maybe I will try. Okay, can we do a poll?
Wait, how do I do a poll? Do you know how to do a poll on StreamYard?
I don't know how to do it, but I know you can do it.
I can
Do you
make a
guys know how to
poll.
do a poll?
I can make a poll I can do it. Yeah. I didn't know if you had like, yes, let's make a poll. I can do it. Yes, go ahead.
Okay.
Poll.
I want to know, should I try out a long continuing books I'm in the middle of vlog on my regular channel? That's it. That's all.
Hannah, I was like, okay. So the question is, say that one more time.
Should Hannah
It's in all caps for some reason. Should Hannah
do a
I got okay, go ahead. Should Hannah do a vlog?
Yeah, on her channel. That's fine. We'll just do that. Should I try out doing a vlog? Now when I do this will probably be the continuing series I'm in the middle of.
Okay. This is too funny. Okay, yes. See, we're doing something new again, and I love it. All right, here we go.
I just want to see what people think.
Yes. Okay, let's see. And this is good practice for me because I haven't ever just done one of these on the fly before.
I don't even know how to.
Well, we'll see if I think this will work. Let's see. Accepting responses. All right. Okay, guys, if you wouldn't mind clicking on this link and filling and answering, that would be awesome.
Yes.
And I will. Oh, they're doing it.
And let us know if I should do a vlog, because I'm very interested in doing it. I just like I'm nervous, like maybe it won't do well, but I guess like I'll never know until I know. You know what I'm saying?
You never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
So let us know. yes or no, should Hannah do a vlog? And in the meantime, there is a toddler issue in the potty. I'll be back.
While you're You know what I love? I love the fact that every time I have anyone on, it's just a whole new adventure. And thank you guys for filling this out. This is great. It looks like no one's answering, but now we have 7 responses. Let me make this a little bit bigger. That's probably too big. Oopsie, maybe not. There we are. Okay, thank you guys for doing this. So far, 7 yeses. Why not, right? I think it's good to try new things. Maybe I'll vote too. Anyone with toddlers, it's always an adventure. This is very true. This is so true.
Okay.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
So
I
far-
guess it's looking very much yes.
Yes. People that want to voice their opinions are all saying yes.
Okay, well, I will do it. I will start it today.
Oh, yay! Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah.
I want to see this vlog.
Give it to you just to see what happens, because it's like you said, like, yes, it's the algorithm is liking it right now, but it'll be interesting to see if it likes it on like my channel. It probably won't, but you know what? We'll try it.
Try it.
I haven't done a vlog on my channel in a good long while to see like how it does.
Oh my gosh, Terry, thank you.
Oh,
We
yeah.
need to know. I have been dying to ask this question. Terry, if you hadn't said something, I would have completely forgotten. I'm so thankful you're here. Hannah, how did your mom meet Fabio? Tell us everything.
So who originally was it? Terry told you about this?
Yeah, we've been talking about it because Fabio's birthday was on Saturday. And we were talking about Fabio, and then I can't remember who, maybe it was Terry that brought it up, but somebody was talking about how we knew we were going to have you on later. And we said, oh my gosh, Hannah's mom actually met Fabio.
Well, no, she didn't meet him.
Oh.
He checked her out. Like
He checked her out?
Yeah.
Wait, okay, hold on a second.
My mom's very pretty. Like my mom is like 5'9.5". She's really tall, and like she looks kind of like her face reminds me of like Debbie Harry. Do you know Debbie Harry from
Yes.
Blondie?
Yeah.
She looks kind of like her, I feel like. She's really pretty. Anyway, when I was a kid, me and my sister were with my mom at Sam's Club, and Fabio was doing a book signing. Yeah.
What?
And we didn't go over there. My mom was just like, "Oh yeah, there's Fabio. Oh, I guess he's doing a signing today." And he was doing a signing, and I don't. I was a kid, so I don't remember very well, but I remember looking over, and Fabio was looking at my mom and literally looked her up and down. And like me and my mom were like, or me and my sister were like, "Oh my god, mom, Fabio's checking you out. Fabio's checking you out." And like mom looked over and she's like, "Well, guys, just let's go. Like whatever. Like it's not a big deal." Like
It's a regular Thursday. I'm getting checked
Yeah.
out at Sam's Club.
yeah, but yeah, no, we didn't meet him though. But yes, he looked my mama up and down.
Good grief. That's crazy. That's crazy. Talk about a compliment, right? Oh my
Yeah.
heavens. I love it. She
Yeah.
said that Terry says you said it on a live show during the readathon.
Oh, okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I love it. Elle Bell says maybe break it up into a vlog for each series as finished. Maybe that would help with shortening time gap between filming clips and getting videos up. Ooh.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm. We just got another
I'd have
vote
to
for
figure
yes.
out some kind of scheduling for if I decide to do like a regular vlog, do vlogs regularly. I guess that's going to depend on how this one does. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see here. What is your favorite reading speed if you're gonna do audio? Just out of
Audio. I start at 1.8 and then I go up or down from there, usually up.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like to start at 1.5, and then lately I've been hanging out there. I feel like when I get too fast lately, I feel like it's making me anxious.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That can definitely happen to me too.
Like
It
I just know. Sorry, what were you
No,
saying?
you're good.
No, I didn't realize that it was sort of making me not anxious exactly, but there's something about quick talking for an extended period of time that just makes you sort of jumpy.
Yep.
And I didn't realize that about myself until recently. And I was avoiding starting a new audiobook because I didn't want that kind of chirpy type almost noise in my head or in my ears. And I thought, well, what if I just start it slow or at 1.5? And I've actually
Yep.
been enjoying my book so much more. But
Yeah.
I'm doing fewer. I mean, that's the trade-off. But I feel like personally it's making me more of a calm person.
Yeah.
And, it makes a difference, at least for me. I know people that can still do, like, 3 times the speed and they're fine,
I
so
can't do 3 times speed unless it's a very slow audiobook and I'm, like, at the end. Especially it can help too if it's like a series and you already know the characters, for example. But, I think too that might be a little bit of why I've been putting it off is because I've been enjoying silence more lately, when I can get silence.
Mm,
Um,
mhm.
and I think it just depends, but if I have chores that I need to get to and I can't get to them, I will put in an audiobook, but
Nice, yeah.
I usually start about 1.5 and then see what happens. Sometimes I'll
Yeah,
go up, especially if it's, like, a really slow audiobook.
yeah.
Some of them are really slow.
I was reading one the other day that I just adored, Pole Position by Rebecca J. Caffrey. We actually had her on last week. It's an MM, racing, like car racing
Okay.
romance, and both of the men that narrate are fantastic, but one of them speaks more quickly than the other, and so I found myself shifting from one chapter to the next, like what speed I was doing.
Right.
That's the only time I've ever done that. Actually, no, that's not true. It was one of the books, and Becky of Bex Reads loves these. Man, I can't think of it. It's like fantasy or like a magical realism set in the Highlands, and there's been at least 5 of them. And I know Becky and I were
Oh, is that Parallel?
no, not Parallel. I do love those.
Oh, okay.
I can't think of it, but the hero was Scottish and had quite the burr. And then there was this the American heroine, and I was, like, at 1.1 speed, like, regular speed for him. Otherwise, I could not understand a word he
Yeah,
said. But for her, I was, like, at double speed, and again,
right.
that's the only other time where I've, had drastically different reading speeds.
Yeah.
Julie says 1.5 or under speed for me. Mhm. Yeah, everybody's different. What's your favorite place to read?
Um, Either in my chair or bed. Like, I
Nice.
have th there's m do you have that? Do you have a chair in your living room that's your chair? Or is it your seat at the couch or whatever?
Oh, yes. Well, yeah, everybody always takes it, but
No
it's a
one's allowed
chair and
on
a half.
mine.
What'd you say?
No one's allowed on mine.
No, everybody's on mine. In fact, I've had up to 2 other people on there with me, usually when
Well,
I'm or a
yes, yeah,
dog.
there's often one on top of me, at least. Um,
Yeah.
well, sometimes I'll let them on it, but generally they kind of avoid it because
I
it's like
just
mom's chair.
I got a chair and a half from Lazy Boy last summer that I love, and so it's a chair and a half, so it's, bigger. It's not like a love seat, but it's like a really big
Right.
recliner, and I love it, and I've been trying to sit more in the middle or the other side because I keep ending up on one side because 'cause I'm right-handed and I have my table there, and I'm like, "I don't want it to be, like, angled, so I'll try to be in the middle or whatever," but every time I do that, my kids come up and they're like, "Mommy, I can't sit here, move over." I'm like, "Okay." So, I always have somebody with me in the chair,
Of
and then they fall asleep under the blanket with me while I'm
course,
trying to read, and I'm holding their head up.
yeah. Or I'll sit down and, like, I won't want the blanket, and they'll just be like, "Mom, I wanna be under the blanket. Get your blanket. I wanna be under the blanket." It's like, "I don't want a blanket right now. I want a blanket, but get me under the blanket." I'm like,
Yeah, you'd be nice and cozy, and then they come in, and they're like, "My feet are sticking out," and yeah, it's a whole thing.
"Oh,
It's a
yeah."
whole thing. Terry says, "Is it weird that I don't have a problem with Scottish brogue and you English native speakers are always struggling?" Ah, you know what? It's funny how different people have different issues with thicker accents. For example, I have difficulty. Some people from certain countries in the Asian Pacific area region, if they have an American, if they're speaking English with a thick accent, I have a very hard time understanding them. Where one of my friends, she cannot understand even a thick like Cockney accent, but
Mhm,
she can understand an accent with Asian descent or influence. So I
mhm.
just everybody's different.
Yeah.
Everybody's different. I don't know. What's your favorite time to read?
So I read when I can fit it in,
Yeah.
and that's how that is. Um, but like I like to read in the evening. Um, or like while Noah's napping. Or I mean, I don't know. My favorite time to read is when I can read, to
Right.
be honest.
Whenever I can.
Whenever I can is my
Fair enough.
favorite time.
Yeah.
Whenever I can, when I won't be as interrupted.
Sure. Sure.
And that
Absolutely.
really depends by day. But I
Mhm.
would say like especially like after the kids go to bed,
Yeah. Yeah.
is a good time.
Speaking of accents again, Angie says, I have issues with a thicker accent, whether it's from specific places or due to my hearing impairment. Yeah. There's
Mhm.
all kinds of tricky things. Thank goodness we all have, a way to slow down or speed up.
Right.
So now I don't know if I explain this well. So I don't know if you could or if you can, but some crown jewels of your collection that you would like to show us as in
Yeah,
your book.
I can do that. I'm gonna
Yay!
have to give me 1 second, okay?
Okay. Yeah. I wasn't sure. I mean, I sent her these ahead of time just so she could glance. At least I think I did. She asked me this morning right before we went on. She goes, "Can I have the link?" I thought, "Oh no, I didn't send you the link." So I think I feel like I did send something to her, but I don't know if I explained specifically what the crown jewels of your collections mean. So I'm really excited to see what she has because I'm sure it's something that I probably never seen before because I feel like I'm learning so much this morning about a whole new world of reading, which I do love. But yeah, so very different. While she's looking, we're going to be doing right after she's done, we're going to be celebrating Sarah's birthday. I wasn't able to get now she goes by Sarah E. Dixon online. I looked for her and I could not find her a way to communicate with her and ask her what her favorite music is. So we're going to be doing K-pop just because it's something different and we're trying different things. So we'll do K-pop and then we're going to do a reading sprint. So all right, Hannah, what you got?
I have a screaming toddler apparently.
Oh no.
Okay, well I'll start with historical. Okay.
Oh, okay.
That is Kristen Hanna.
I'm gonna make you big. Okay, wait, how do I do that? Hold on 1 second. Solo layout. Oh, look at you. I love that one.
I know. I actually spent like $35 on this.
Yes.
The most I've
I
ever spent on any historical
oh,
romance.
I actually bought that one online as well, and I don't think I spent quite that much, but I definitely spent way more than that on another Kristen Hanna, so, yeah.
Yeah. And then I have some Joanne Lindsay's that are technically jewels, but I'm just going to show that one. And then
Yeah.
this is the jewel of my collection. This is Lord of the Rings.
Oh.
Because this one I actually saved up for as a kid. For this, it was like 80 something dollars from Barnes and Noble when I was obsessed with Lord of the Rings. And
Oh.
ow.
Oh,
Um,
no. You poor thing.
but then I lost it in a divorce on accident
Oh, no.
somehow.
Oh,
And
no.
so when I hit, was it 1,000? Was it? I think it was 1,000. I spent money, and to get this is really hard to get. It's usually at least a couple $100.
Oh,
Uh,
my.
yeah, I got it for myself, a new one, because it meant so much to me. Because
Yes.
I spent so long saving up for it.
Right.
Um,
It's
but yeah, it's a really
beautiful.
nice copy of Lord of the Rings.
Wow.
And this is just one of the 4 Brandon Sanderson special editions that were in his what do you call that? Uh GoFundMe? Not GoFundMe.
Kickstarter?
Kickstarter, yeah.
Oh.
So me and my husband for our anniversary, when after that was announced, we bought the Kickstarter. So this has
Wow.
like gorgeous illustrations in it. So it's
Oh.
just the whole the so it's 4 books. So there's Trust, and then there's
Wow.
Yumi and Sunlit Man and the Wizard's Hand. It's that 4 set. So all 4 of these
Wow.
special editions.
Gorgeous. I love it.
And this was a gift from Jess. I binged this series. It's a Why Choose Dragon Shifter series. And it wasn't like the best writing in the whole entire world, but I binged it, and I never binge books or series, I mean. And Jess gave me her special edition of it. And it's honestly one of the prettiest special editions of a romance that I own.
Wow.
It's so pretty. I love the colors too. They're like a lot of my favorite colors, like the peachy pinks and the purples. So it's just one of the prettiest romances.
Wow,
that
it's
I own.
gorgeous. Just gorgeous.
And this is a good series to binge if you like don't have brain capacity, especially too. Like sometimes, when you're just out of it, and you don't want to think hard.
Right.
It's actually a really good series to binge. And
Nice.
then I'm unhappy with this man because of allegations.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm saying. But he did write 2 of my favorite books of all time. This is one of them. This is The Ocean at the End of the Lane. It's a novella. And this is an illustrated edition. And this book is about this little boy who, well, it's about this guy who goes back to where he grew up. And he kind of like goes to this little pond and sits down and starts thinking about like everything that happened to him when he grew up, and this little girl that he met that was like a neighbor, and the things that happened to them. And it's kind of complicated. It's magical realism, it's literary, it's a little bit of horror, it's very it's very genre bending, as Neil Gaiman is. But yeah, this edition.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love it. Shannon says, Brandon Sanderson knows how to do a Kickstarter. I love the book so much. Fun. Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh, so cool.
Well, yes, I forgot to have those ready.
No, not at all. I was telling, while you were looking, I was telling them, I was like, I think I said something, but honestly, I'm not sure because.
No, you did. I fully forgot.
Too funny. Too funny. Nicole says, time to teach. Have a happy day. Nice to meet you, Hannah. Thank you for the gift of UB. Oh my gosh, Nicole. Thank you for the gift of you. Bye, Nicole. Have a good time teaching. And Wyoming says, wow, all the books are beautiful, but The Lord of the Rings, definitely my favorite. Yeah. So beautiful. So beautiful. Well, this morning has been so fun with you, Hannah. I'm so thankful you could join us. I love hanging out with you. Yes, we got to do more of these. We got to just hang out more.
Yes, definitely.
We got to do that.
This has been fun. I love this whole morning show thing. It's so fun.
I know. I love it so much too. We have the best time. So, okie dokie. Well, you can hang out as long as you want. I know. Actually, you have to go.
I have to go. I'm gonna. Yeah, there's some things going on in the potty that I need to check on.
Fair enough.
Not with me. But
I really appreciate you. I feel like you've jumped through so many hoops this morning, and I just want to thank you so much for hanging out.
You're good. I had so much fun. Thank you for having me.
Yay! Thank you so much. Take care. Bye. Oh my gosh, so great to have her. Oh yeah, thanks for saying bye. You're so sweet. Okie dokie. Well, who is ready to celebrate Sarah's birthday? And then we're going to jump into a leprechaun race since yesterday was St. Patrick's Day. I think it's still okay to do that. Then we'll come back. I want to hear what you guys read or what you did. And then, man, do I have other things to show you? We've got a lot going on this morning. So yeah, and not a whole lot of time to do it in. So I'm really excited. Let's go ahead and celebrate Sarah's birthday.
One step away from having it all. Boyfriend, girlfriend, fancy car. You're insatiable. You just want more. Climbing mountains, crushing your goals. But you put your happiness on hold. Still waiting to start living. You need to know you're beautiful. You're perfect just like you are. Release your control, start to let go. Take a night off and let yourself go a little crazy. Crazy, crazy. Release your control, let your body go a little crazy. you are. Release your control, start to let go. Take a night off and let yourself go a little crazy. Crazy, crazy. Release your control, let your body go a little crazy. Just crazy, crazy. You need to know you're beautiful, you're perfect just like you are. Release your control, start to let go. Take a night off and let yourself go a little crazy. Crazy, crazy, yeah. Release your control, let your body go a little crazy. Just crazy, it's so crazy.
Yay! Happy birthday, Sarah. I was just seeing, yes, we are going to be doing, oh, look at all these lovely. Good morning, Cassandra. Oh, wonderful. I'm glad you joined us. Yes, we are going to be doing a shorter break for 15 minutes only because, yeah, we want to make sure we get to everything. There is so much to get to. So I'm really, really excited, guys. And yeah, so 15 minutes, get something done, make a nice cup of tea or whatever, or read. And then we'll come back in 15 minutes. I cannot wait. Let's see here. I'm going to present. You know how I always have to talk, right? We're going to do a quick 15-minute leprechaun race. You guys know how I love to go with the star hat. So I'm doing number 3. Leave your what you're going for in the comments. I'm going to do that as well. And we'll see who wins in 15 short minutes. Let's do this. Oh. Number 2. Anybody? Terry. Terry, well done. You ran long and hard, and you have won the race. All by yourself, apparently. Angie says, I am 43% of the way through playing Flirty. Oh, fun. Oh, that's terrific. We had good old Shamise Patel on our show the other day. So I hope you're enjoying it. I'm looking forward to reading that myself. I really need to get into it. Still debating what to eat for breakfast. She's out in California, so she is at breakfast. I'm already thinking about lunch over here on the East Coast. Julie says, I'm hoping to read today. Yes, absolutely. In fact, for me, Julie, I need to be reading more of Our Dear Miss H is on the Case by Violet Marsh. This comes out next Tuesday, and Forever Publishing was nice enough to send this to me. I thought that was so sweet of them. And she's going to be on our show on the 25th. So I'm really looking forward to talking to her all about this, as well as other books in her backlist. So, and I'm really grateful because she's going to be traveling, and she's just got a bunch of things for her work. And so I'm really grateful that she's going to be spending some time with us. So really exciting. Angie says, I'm going to have apple and peanut butter. Ooh, yummy. And I was going to have an egg, but my mom doesn't have time right now to make it for me since she's busy heading to the doctor. I tell you, those doctor trips, right? They make you busy. What? You won? Yes, you did, Terry. Yes, you did. Congratulations. Cinnamon toast cereal. Yummy. Yum, yum, yum. That sounds delicious. All right, guys. Let's see. It's 11:13 my time. I have to leave by 11:45. So we have 32 minutes. And we have a lot to do. Let's start with a little history lesson from Arden Conroy. I'm going to show you her website as well, but I thought you'd find this fascinating. Really neat gal. So let's see here. Oh, you know what? I've got her over here. I want you to see this. We'll start with this, and then we'll talk about all the other releases. Did I put it on here? Oh, no, I didn't. You know what? I'm going to do it this way. Here we go. I put it on my desktop. Not that you need to know that, but here we go.
Hi, everybody. My name is Arden Conroy. I am a new author of a historical romance called A Lady's Guide to Scoundrels and Gentlemen. B was so nice to reach out to me and ask me to talk about the book for a couple minutes. So here I am. If you follow me on Instagram, you will know that I am a huge fan of historical fashion, especially dresses. I love those old Victorian dresses, the huge bustles, the huge skirts, the luxurious textiles. It's just super interesting to me. And one thing that I love about them is just kind of imagining the woman that wore that dress. What kind of life did she have? And a lot of times, surprisingly, I have been able to find who wore it. It doesn't happen all the time, but there's definitely times where the museum collections give information on who wore the dress, and I'm able to find a little bit of information about them. One thing that was unexpectedly frustrating for me is a lot of times the only information I can find about these women is their married name. So for example, it will be Mrs. John Smith, and that just makes me want to learn more, and it's an unfortunate thing of history. But a lot of times we do fortunately find some information on them, and even pictures. Sometimes they're not wearing the dress, but it's still fun to find a picture of the woman. But sometimes I do find pictures of them. And there's even been a couple times where I found pictures of them or paintings of them, and they don't even know who the woman is. So I always think that's super interesting, super mysterious. So one thing about the dresses is sometimes you do have to use your imagination about who wore it. And I've been a reader for my entire life. I love historical fiction, obviously historical romance, historical dramas. I'm just really big on all that historical stuff that you find out there. And I started thinking to myself, what if I made stories about these women, and I tried my hand, and I eventually got it published, and I was super excited by that because, it's a lifelong dream of mine. So yes, The Lady's Guide to Scoundrels and Gentlemen just came out. It's a story about the reclusive spinster daughter of a duke. Her American grandma leaves her an inheritance, but she has one little caveat to it. She says, Vivian, you need to get married if you want to keep this. And of course, Vivian is kind of upset by that. She's pretty comfortable in her life. She's happy being a spinster, but living in her own house, having her own house and not living with her father is too much of a draw to her. So she says, all right, well, I have a year to figure this out. Let's see what happens. So Vivian finds out that her brother owns a debt to a pugilist who owns a pub. He invites her out one night to go to a pub, which is surprising to Vivian, but then she learns that her brother is hoping that she'll actually pay for his debt. And she's a little upset by this, but you know, family's family. She loves her brother. She wants him to be happy and stress-free. So she offers to cover the debt to the pugilist if he can help her find a decent man to marry. Because she doesn't want to just marry anyone. She wants to marry someone who will make her happy or at least won't be terrible, you know. So he agrees to this. And they start working together. They go to balls together. They go to events together. And Dante tries to point out men to her who are gentlemen and not scoundrels. And as you might imagine, things go a little awry as they spend time together, and they are both crushed to discover that they might be attracted to the other person, but they should not get married. He's a pugilist, and she is the daughter of a duke. So that's what the story's about. I think it's fun. I think it's funny. It's just a romp of a Victorian historical romance, and I really hope you guys all enjoy it. And I want to thank Bea so much for inviting me to do this. The historical romance community has been so supportive through this whole process, a very nerve-wracking process, but one that I am so happy to be a part of now. So I hope you get a chance to read it, and I hope you like it. And thanks, Bea, again. Bye.
Isn't she terrific? Okay, so I have to show you her. I don't know why it makes it so big. You've got to see her Instagram. Okay. Wait until you see. Are you seeing this? This is her Instagram. I have this linked in my description box as well. But when I was doing my research and I saw these things that she had, I know Terry's probably losing her mind right now. Terry, you already know about her. Looking at these and just what she says about them, that's why I came to her and I said, please, can you please talk to us about this? I am so enamored with the collection that you have here on Instagram. And I could go on and on. But I just know so many of us, and we're having Melissa Kendall is going to be on next month. I think it's next month. And she's going to be wearing one of her fashions. She's going to be sharing about the historical romance outfits of the period in which she studies and writes. But I thought, I know we're already excited and interested in this type of thing. So, I mean, look at these. Look at these. Anyway, like I said, Arden Conroy's Instagram is on it's on Instagram. Wow. It's on Instagram. So do check it out. The link is in my description box, and I think you'll really love it. So Terry says, I didn't know about her, but I saw some reconstruction of some of those. Neat. That's really neat. Okie dokie. So let's head over to my slides now. We're going to talk all about the things that are coming out this week, and some are a little bit from late last week as well. We've got One More Wish by Lindsay Lanza. Oh, I know, the purple gown. I know, Wyoming. I could have shown that all day long. Seriously, those dresses. I know, the purple gown was one of my favorites too. All right, we have, thankfully, Lindsay Lanza she sent us a video. So we're going to learn a little bit about her book that came out on the 13th, just 5 short days ago, One More Wish.
I am so excited to launch my new book, One More Wish, which comes out today on March 18th. This is the second book in my Sugar Valley series, so it comes right after A Little Magic, but it can be read as a standalone if you haven't read A Little Magic. If you read them together, it will read like a full series. I love this book so much. Liam, the main male character, is a chef, and I'm such a foodie and a cook, and I've always wanted to write about a chef. So I am so excited to give you not only some delicious food to read about, but also recipes in the back of the book. I also would say this is my love letter to friendship. I haven't really gotten a chance to write a book about two female best friends the way that I did in this book, and it is just so, so special to me. There's also a 7-year-old named Poppy who will steal your heart. There's a little bit of magical realism and a lot of love in this book, and I just hope you love it so much.
Oh, so fun. So fun. It just looks so cute. We also have coming out I Hate My Fake Boyfriend by Mia McCoy. Looks like it's got 2 super cute dogs in it as well. And like the last couple times I've mentioned this, whenever you see a book, if I haven't expressly said, oh, we have someone to come on to talk to us more about it, let me know in the comments if you would like to hear more about this. I am happy to tell you more about each one. So just type in a title in the comments if you want me to tell you more. We also have Her Brooding Duke, which came out on March 15th, just 3 days ago, by Marie Higgins, offered by Dragon's Blade of the Worthington Legacy series. Looks really good. I love these covers. And look, it's in a library. So exciting. We also have a YA. I know many of us are YA fans in this community, and this one is called Sam Squared by Cindy Dormany. Falling in love should be as easy as pie, as you can see. We've got the kind of mathematical pie, which wouldn't that have been perfect if it had come out on Pi Day 3 days before? I love that. That's so fun. We also have Wildest Dreams, which came out yesterday by Meredith Clare, as well as Suddenly Tempted by Katie Evergreen, which comes out today. So now we're up to the present. Katie wasn't able to join us, but she did want to include a little something just for our community. She says, thank you so much for taking the time to discuss Suddenly Tempted. I'm thrilled that it's appearing on your channel, and I hope you all loved reading about Devlin and Darcy as much as I loved writing them. Here's to Forced Proximity, Grumpy Sunshine, Spice to Melt the Alps, and Only One Bed. Love, Katie. So let's learn a little bit more about Suddenly Tempted. It says, who knew snowstorms could have so much heat? Billionaire fashion designer, infamous playboy, extreme sports daredevil, Devlin Storm lives for the rush, pushing every limit on the slopes, in business, and in the bedroom. And the world watches his every move. Hotel receptionist Darcy Wainwright prefers a quiet, predictable life. When she's forced to accompany Devlin on a helicopter ride over the Alps, she's counting the minutes until it's over. He's rude, arrogant, and impossible. Devlin doesn't want Darcy with him any more than she wants to be there. She refuses to cater to his every whim. And she doesn't care who he is. And her nervous chatter is driving him crazy. Then a storm hits. Their helicopter goes down in the middle of the Alps, stranding them in the freezing wilderness. Survival means working together, but it's when they take refuge in a remote cabin, the real storm begins. This one bed, opposites attract romantic spring read is perfect for fans of Laurie Gilmore, Susie Tate, Carrie Elks, Emily Henry, and Bal Cabra. Tropes include enemies to lovers, forced proximity, opposites attract, billionaire romance, spicy romance, one bed, and workplace romance. For those of you that love to have your prompts or tropes listed right for you. We also have the Strawberry Patch Pancake House, which is coming out today. Many of you are quite familiar with the TikTok sensation by Laurie Gilmore, that whole series. We had some really, really cute fall and even a Christmas cover. And so the next one of the 5-book series, this is book 4, comes out today. Catherine Cowles, who couldn't join us but left a very nice message just talking about how much she appreciates our support. Her new book, Beautiful Exile, comes out today as well. We also have Hayley Reese Chow's Into the Abyss, which comes out today. And she has a really fun little thing to tell us about as well. And I thought you would enjoy seeing it. So here is a little more from Hayley Reese Chow.
Hey everyone, my name is Hayley Reese Chow. I'm the author of the Into the Turn series, and today is a super exciting day because Into the Abyss, the last book in the Into the Turn trilogy, comes out, making this a completed series. So I'm just super pumped. If you haven't read Into the Turn yet, we usually pitch it as like Hunger Games meets Twisters meets like a little bit of Star Wars, and it's a young adult sci-fi romance. And I loved writing Ezra and Foster's story. They've grown up so much through the series. Their relationship matures so much, and it's been such a joy to be in this world. I hope you all love it, and thank you so much for reading.
I love her energy. She's so much fun. Let's learn a little bit more about Into the Abyss as I won't have to type at the same time. You guys know how I am if I have too many tabs open at the same time. So that's why I'm doing this one at a time. It says, it was never just a race. 4 months after Dark Syndicate interference in Cryon's inaugural race royale, Ezrin and Foster have settled into their roles as ambassadors on the BRR Council. Though begrudgingly working beside their would-be murderer, Ezrin and Foster have struck an uneasy truce as Calderon mentors them in Casolan politics for the upcoming BRR. While Foster counts down the days until they can walk away from the council, Ezrin is conflicted as she weighs their ever-growing positive impact. However, when a high-profile murder upends the whole system, Casola's fragile peace balances on a knife blade of disaster. As the deadly conspiracy unfurls, a new race begins, and blood spills among the stars. With both their lives and Casola's future hanging in the balance, Foster and Ezrin will have to decide who they're meant to be or risk losing their world to the darkness forever. Run, drive, fight, rise. And that just gave me goosebumps. How fun. I love it. One comment about, let's see, I'm going to remove this. Catherine Cowles. Do you know I have not read her yet? She is on my list. And it's so funny. I was talking to the gals from Abby Jimenez's, the readathon. We've got Kaylani, Dana, Karina, Tara. And we were thinking about potentially doing another contemporary series, with a different author. And I mentioned Catherine Cowles to them because she's one that I've really been wanting to read. I have not had a chance. And they were saying, that's a huge backlist, apparently. So anyone who has a series they recommend or anything, I'm more than all ears to hear, just even for my own personal reading. I definitely want to read her. I love what Shannon says. I freaking love Catherine Cowles. She was lovely on Instagram, and I really appreciate her even reaching back out to me because I know she's a busy bee. And she doesn't have time to talk to everybody, who I'm sure tons and tons of people are probably talking to her, but I appreciated the message. So that was really sweet. We also have Catherine Lyons's Rules for a Bastard Lord, which came out today. And look at that cover. I love it so much. It's gorgeous, just gorgeous. We also have It All Comes Back to You by Melissa Wiesner, I believe she pronounces her name. The paperback comes out today, and she had a little bit more to tell us about that. So we're going to do that right now.
Hi, I'm Melissa Wiesner, the author of It All Comes Back to You, which publishes today. Every author has a book that we consider the book of our hearts. It's the one that makes us laugh and cry when we're writing it, and whose characters stay with us long after we've turned in the final draft. It All Comes Back to You is absolutely the book of my heart. This is a childhood best friends to lovers, second chance romance about Anna and Gabe, two people from completely different walks of life. But despite time and distance and all of their differences and everything that life throws in their path, their love keeps bringing them back together again. I hope you'll fall in love with Anna and Gabe, and that this book will tear apart your heart and put it back together again and make you laugh and cry as much as I did when I was writing it. It All Comes Back to You is out today. If you love emotional and heartfelt stories with romance and twists and characters you'll root for, I hope you'll check it out.
Doesn't that sound so good? I am thoroughly intrigued. Thoroughly intrigued. I love it. I love it. And so that is It All Comes Back to You by Melissa Wiesner. I think she did say that's how she pronounced her name. To add a bit more to the Catherine Cowles, I'm seeing Shannon just said, I will say though, Catherine Cowles' books are not light. Okay, this is good to know. They have very difficult topics, so they may not be for you. Just be warned going in if you decide to try her books. Thank you, Shannon. I need to know that. I did not know. So I really appreciate that. Let's see. What else do we have? Again, look at all these, right? So many titles today. Everything I'll Say to You Tomorrow by Elizabeth Benevent is out today. I have not heard of this author personally. However, when I was looking her up, she has literally hundreds of thousands of followers. She is huge, but I don't believe she's primarily English speaking, or maybe that she doesn't get her books published in English as often. This is my guess. Perhaps I'm wrong. If you guys have seen her a million times and I just missed it, let me know, because I'd love to know. I was so intrigued because apparently she's huge. So something to kind of an interesting fun fact for your Tuesday. We also have Faye Keenan, who has put out a Sky Full of Stars today. And she also was able to send us a little video. So let's see what she has to say about A Sky Full of Stars.
Hello to everyone who is reading Bee's lovely channel, Mama Needs to Read Romance. I'm really excited to be a part of it today. Just to tell you a little bit about my novel, A Sky Full of Stars. I would be filming this outside, but as many of you know about the British weather, although it's sunny, at the moment it's still a little bit chilly outside. So I'm sitting at my desk and looking forward to being part of Bee's video this week. Thank you so much for featuring me. It's really exciting to be out on someone's YouTube channel. A Sky Full of Stars is the first in a new series of novels set in a fictional Somerset village. Those of you who've read any of my books before know that they are largely set in the county of Somerset in the west of England. It takes place in a very small village. We have an incomer, Charlotte, who is an astronomical archivist. Yeah, try getting your mouth around that after a few Somerset ciders. And she meets property developer Tristan when she is asked to decommission an old observatory. Those of you who've read my books before will know what to expect, the usual kind of fun frolics in the Somerset countryside. There's even a lovely little dog called Comet, who is also the cover star, who features quite heavily in the book. I write a lot of really feel-good fiction. I like to make people feel like they're stepping into the world of my novels, and I hope that you will feel this way too. It's always really exciting to be at the start of a new series, and I've already submitted book 2 in this series, so hopefully if you like A Sky Full of Stars, you will be inclined to pick up book 2 when it comes out in September this year. Please pick up this book if you would like a nice bit of West Country English, very, very English styled Somerset romance. You might even pick up a few bits of jargon if you're not from the area that perhaps you could pop into conversation. The West Country dialect does feature a little bit here. And I really hope that you enjoy it. Thank you so much, Bee, for inviting me on to do this video today. I really hope you enjoy reading the book too, and I look forward to maybe meeting you again for the second book. Thanks. Take care. Bye.
Oh, how fun. Oh, I love that. I just love that. I would love to, I don't know if she does the audiobooks. Wouldn't that be fun to hear a lot of that dialect in an audiobook as well? I love that. And I was glancing at her Instagram. By the way, if I haven't expressly said it in this episode, all the information for the authors, everything they wanted me to share is in my description box as we speak. So you can click on all the links, visit everybody, see more, learn more. I was really enjoying Faye Keenan's site as well. I think it's her Instagram that I was looking at for quite a bit, because I just love all the covers of her books. They all just look so happy. And so she just looks like so much fun. I definitely need to give her a whirl. Mary says, it sounds fun. Wait, it sounds fun to read a contemporary story set in England, right? How often do we do that? Not very often. So yeah, really fun, really fun. I don't know if anyone's familiar with Wallace. I'm not saying this is like Wallace and Gromit. Okay, I'm not drawing that comparison. This is as an American, this is one of the few frames of reference I have. It's terrible, but my children are obsessed with Wallace and Gromit right now. So that's one of my only other experiences with contemporary English culture that may not be at all. But that's what I think about that, or Peter Rabbit, those movies. Isn't that terrible? So yeah. I'm not saying Faye Keenan's work is like either of those things. I like a novel related to astronomy. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Very cool. Okie dokie. Let's remove that. We're going to pop back over here and let's see what else we've got. Rhea Weiland's book comes out tomorrow, Just Come Clean. As the cover says it all, it's a sapphic romance set in a vineyard. Looks really fun. We also have Dawn Brower's One Scandal Too Many, which is coming out tomorrow. See, I like Wallace and Gromit. Thank you. Thank you, Wyoming. Did you know they had a new movie that came out this year that was up for an Academy Award for Best Animated Film? And we've watched it about 1 million times. It's quite good. It's Vengeance Most Foul, spelled Fowl. So anyway, do with that what you will. We also have Petals and Plot Twists. You guys know I've been obsessing about this new series that's coming out featuring 8 sweet, clean, closed door romance authors. It's set in the Serendipity, which is a building that has magic inside. So 8 different authors have created 8 different stories, all set in this magical building, only magic in the building, as opposed to the very popular Only Murders in the Building. And so the one that comes out tomorrow is Jenny Proctor's Petals and Plot Twists. So very exciting. And we also have Laura Pavlov. Here's another author I've heard so much about. I think I have a couple of her books on my Audible shelf that I was able to purchase when they were having a sale, but I have still not read anything by her, but I know people adore her. Is this another author? Just go ahead and tell me. That's like really heavy. Is she really heavy? I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I'd like to read her at some point, but her new book, My Silver Lining, is coming out on the 20th. So in 2 short days. Lots of different covers, by the way. This is one that I liked, but there's also another one that's just an illustrated type cover, a discreet cover, if you will. So be aware if you're looking for it. It's My Silver Lining, and it may have a different cover than you're seeing at the moment. Catherine Levesque, the queen of Dragonblade, has a book coming out on the 21st, later this week, Lion of Thunder, Sons of Dolor, which is a medieval romance. How perfect, considering we're going to be doing our medieval story next week live. So that'll be fun. And Kate Hewitt, this is another, oh my gosh, the covers, so precious. This is Playing for Keeps in Stars Fall. Love is in the Air. This is out on the 21st as well. And on the 22nd, another Dragon's Blade is coming out, or excuse me, Dragon Blade. Loving and Earl. I am loving this cover. Part of The Widows of Mayfair by Christine Donovan. So that is going to be coming out. Angie just asked, what is the YA book you mentioned called? I think there's 2. So I want to make sure that I'm answering your question. It was either, depending on which one you're looking at, Angie, the sci-fi type one is Into the Abyss by Hayley Reese Chow. And Hayley is spelled Hayley. Or the other one is Sam Squared by Cindy Dormany. So those are the 2 YAs that are coming out within the next week or so, or they've already just come out. We also have, let's see here, Loving and Earl. Fuchsia, I know. It's so beautiful. And I love his vest. Is that not gorgeous up against the fuchsia too? Ugh. Do we call that complementary colors? What do we call that? I love it. Whatever it is, it's working. Emma Orchard, who I can't remember why she said she wasn't going to be able to be on. I don't remember if she was just shy or if she was super duper busy, but she and I did have a conversation about this book, which is coming out on the 22nd. I think it's going to be very widely published. She says that she is like Harper St. George, but with more feminism and more spice. So, if you enjoy Harper St. George, no, that's not it. Georgette Heyer. I'm sorry. I do this every time. I'm referring to Georgette Heyer, not Harper St. George. Georgette Heyer. If you like the older works of Georgette Heyer, but you would like something spicier and with more feminism, go with this. Was essentially what she got across when she was talking to me. That's the last slide. I have 3 minutes. We got through them. We didn't read most of them, but we did get through quite a bit. And I'm very grateful to so many of the authors that were willing to spend some of their valuable time while they're busy promoting their new books to give us a little bit, which I thought was just lovely. Is there anyone? I can do one. Anybody want to hear one summary before we have to go? If you do, let me know in the comments because I can read one, but I can only do one. This one. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Terry, you're making my life easy here. A Gentleman's Offer by Emma Orchard. All right, let's learn about it. It says the season's most. Oh, wait, no, that was something else. Okay, oh, for Pete's sake. Okay, here we go. Boom. Don't I wish I could edit? All right, here we are, guys. Now it's perfect. Here we go. Forget everything that happened in the last 15 seconds. The gorgeous and spicy new romance from Emma Orchard, perfect for everyone waiting for their next Bridgerton fix. June 1817. Sir Dominic de Lacy, one of the season's most eligible gentlemen, has recently proposed marriage to a woman he scarcely knows. But his father's choice for him, Miss Maria Nightingale, seems amiable. And at 29, Dominic cannot live the life of a bachelor forever. He hopes he can provide a happy future for her as they learn to care for each other. Maria, however, has other ideas. Midway through their engagement celebrations, she confesses to Dominic that she is not Maria at all, but her identical twin sister, Margaret. Maria has disappeared, and Margaret's been persuaded to take her place until she's found, and for that she needs Dominic's help. The pair quickly find they make a formidable team, but with just 3 weeks to avoid the biggest scandal of the season, time is against them. But even if they find Maria, can they really hope the wedding will happen? Because as they are starting to realize, chemistry can't be arranged, and Sir Dominic might just be engaged to the wrong Miss Nightingale. And then there are a million comments. I'll just read these to you right now. I mean, readers can't get enough of Emma Orchard's books. If you're girding your loins for Bridgerton, you may want to indulge in this Regency romp, says The Times. Katie Fjord says, an exciting new talent. Fern Britton says, hot stuff. I loved it. Sophie Irwin says, absolutely glorious. Alan Titchmarsh says, a delicious Regency romp. Heidi Swain says, sensual and exciting. Liz Fenwick says, higher with spice. Georgette Heyer. Yes, there we are. See, Georgette Heyer. Katie Moran says, witty, heartfelt, deeply emotionally authentic, and incredibly sexy. Sarah Bennett says, sexy, seductive, and swoon-worthy. Hannah Dolby says, witty, spicy, seductive. We're seeing some of the same adjectives. Darcy Bolin says, perfect for fans of Bridgerton. Charlotte Butterfield says, fans of Heyer and Bridgerton will rejoice. Laura Wood says, a delicious slice of escapism. And Jenny Keir says, heart-thumping romance. So how about that? Oh, Kristen had to go. Bye, Kristen. Plot twist. I know. What a plot twist. The fact that she's her twin, I was not anticipating that. How about that? Everything is perfect for fans of Bridgerton. Isn't it true? It's so true. I see that so often. Anything remotely historical. It's perfect for fans of Bridgerton. If you like Bridgerton, then you'll like this. I can't tell you how many times I see that. All right, my friends, I'm a minute over, but I still won't be late. This has been lovely. I've had so much fun today. I can't believe what we've done in just like a little over 2 hours. This was terrific. I hope you found some books that you might be excited to try out. I loved having all the authors on. The little history lesson from Arden Conroy. Be sure to check out her Instagram if you want to learn more about the costumes. So fun. And of course, Hannah, who I have her linked in my description box too, Hannah Blackwell. She's terrific. I love spending time with her. She's a hoot and a half. Yeah, have a nice day, everyone. I will look forward to seeing you on Friday. We are going to have historical romance author Addie Duloc on the channel. She just agreed to join. I'm really excited to have her. We're going to be talking about her work, as well as I'm trying to remember if I have something else planned. Oh, Mary Balog's birthday is around March 21st. So we'll be talking a little bit about Mary Balog. So I'm looking forward to that, as well as Addie Duloc's or Dulac, I think it's Duloc's new book, Miss Thornfield's Daring Bargain. We're going to learn all about that. So I just can't wait. So we look forward to seeing you Friday. Have a great rest of your week. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. And let's see, what your shows are always fun. Thank you, Wyoming. You know why they're fun and enjoyable? It's because we have a great mascot in Silly. Have a nice rest of the day. Many books added to my endless TBR, right? Thank you so much. All right, guys. See you next time. Take care.